Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by James Romps of Plymouth Hockey. How's it going, James?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing well. So going into, of course, this season, starting off with a win against Celine. Uh, what's it feel like to just go in and get a win on the board?
Oh, I thought it was a good team win for morale. Going into the game, we've been working hard all week, and I thought we really dictated the pressure. I think the shots were 39 to 18, so we had a lot of shots on net, which is something that we've been trying to get better at. Um, Obviously, there's still some things that we need to work on, but going into next week, we just need to keep working on it and working on our systems.
Yeah, of course, with Brian coming into the program last year, and you know, everyone getting used to a new coach and all that stuff, and actually had a lot of new coaches in the league last year. Just
Mhm.
what has it been like with year two with Brian and all that?
I would just say year two is like a little better. Year one, thinking back on it, coaches were just trying to get a feel for the team. Sometimes it's hard to get thrown into something, whole new players, new team. You don't know who has a sense of what systems. You got to reteach your whole system all over again. But I thought they did a pretty good job of, getting it ingrained in the players' heads who are coming back the next year. We miss our seniors this year two, but we feel our team as a whole is closer than last year, and we feel because of that we stick to our systems, and we're excited to have a fun year.
Yeah. Okay. So going into these next few weeks, of course, this week, with Thanksgiving coming up with that big game, against Canton.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously, anytime any park schools meet up against each other, it is a big deal
Hmm.
because of everything. Because you guys are literally on the same campus, and you also literally have classes together with some of these guys.
Hmm.
What
Yeah.
what is that like for you to play Canton or to play Salem? And what are those games just like for you guys?
Oh, well, we know what's at stake with the park games. It's bragging rights is on the table, playing well in front of your whole community, your fans, your your family, all of that. It means a big deal. Um, Going to school, like, you have to see Canton players, Salem players. I have Canton and Salem players in both of my classes, so it means a lot, having to do that. But when it comes to the actual game, we try to stay focused and, just say it's another game, even though we know it really isn't another game. If we stay focused in on our system or whatever, we just have confidence that we'll play well, and we're hoping to do better than last year.
All right, how do you just let those all the outside distractions when it comes to these games? How do you just like, for you
Yeah.
personally, what do you do to just block all those out?
So like I know it's hard for when I was an underclassman, it was almost close to impossible. Like you see so many people in the stands or whatever. But as I got older, I realized it's just a game, and if you can just be thankful to play the game, sometimes it takes all that pressure off for me. But I think as being a leader of the team and spreading that to the younger guys and getting them to realize to just like focus on getting better each and every day. I think that's how you get rid of the pressure and the nerves.
Yeah. What's it like to be one of the captains of this team?
It's big shoes to fill. I feel like our captain from last year, Gavin Timberlake, was the captain for 3 years, so that's big shoes to fill. But I feel like I learn about a lot about myself and a lot about other people when you're the captain, because instead of just coming to the rink every day and playing hockey, putting on your skates, you have to, make sure the team is gelling well. You have to deal with conflict management. And I feel like that will give you tools that you need later in life when you have to get a job or college or whatever. So I feel like being the captain's really helped me.
Yeah. So going into um, this season, knowing that it is your last go around, what is that like just for to know that you got one more shot to have a good year?
Yeah, I try not to put too much pressure on it, but I really am trying to have a good season, and as a team, we really want to have a good season. I feel like that's what's most important. Making our mark as Plymouth hockey this year. Not just forgetting about whatever's happened last year or the future, just staying focused on the present. And I feel like because of that, just focus on this year, and I want to have a good season.
Yeah. So playing really tough teams like, it's like, Stevenson and the Wall of Livingston County, of
Mhm.
course, Brighton, Heartland, and Howell. Then of course you got Novi and Northville too. What's that like to just go up and play, those teams?
Yeah. So we know it's a grind playing in the KLAA. We play really good teams, top teams in the state all year long. But because of that, that means that at practice, that means practice is more important. Like each day, we have to be locked in. Um, and we play, like, let's say we have a stretch. I think we play Heartland, Brighton, Stevenson, or something like that, Salem along the lines of that.
Salem too.
And like, yeah, that's a grind, and we just got to get the boys focused. And sometimes it's hard, but like knowing, like, try not to lose confidence or whatever. But this year, we really are trying to establish respect amongst the state, and we're ready for anything this year.
Um, how do you how do you yourself get mentally ready for a game?
Oh, before a game, I like to get there early. Some guys like to get there later, but I like to be at the rink early. Get stretched out. Usually we stretch as a team, but I actually like doing additional stretches by myself, like with my headphones on, and I like to visualize a lot. But when it gets close to game time, I like to be with the team, feeling that camaraderie, the chemistry before we go out on the ice.
Yeah. Um, so of course, big game coming up weekday before Thanksgiving. What's that going to be like going up against Canton and to try to go 2-0 in the year?
It's a lot, we're trying to build off our last game, Celine. It was a good game. But you know what? The next one's always the most important one in our eyes. So to gain respect, we gotta come out strong, and we're looking to make a statement this year.
All right. Let's get to know you a little bit, James. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so favorite player growing up. This could be any sport that you've played.
Let me think. I think I've got to go Dylan Larkin.
Okay.
Yeah, he played at Michigan.
Yeah.
One of my favorite players.
Um, best um best moment from your hockey career.
Oh, see, I started playing hockey later than most kids, so I
Sorry.
gotta say my my most important, or my favorite memory from hockey is when I started my first year. When I scored my first goal, I had like my first hat trick in the same game, and that meant a lot to me when I played in the youth program here at Plymouth.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Hmm. Favorite what's your favorite all-time food?
Oh, favorite all-time food. It might be a little basic, but I gotta say pizza. That's my favorite food.
I mean, there's
I love,
nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with
yeah,
that. People, when I
I
ask
love
that
it.
question, they always say like pizza, burgers, ribs,
Yeah,
chicken Alfredo, hot dogs.
yeah.
Um, okay, where is the best pizza place in your opinion?
Oh, best pizza place. Some people say like a chain restaurant, but here in Plymouth, it's called Main Street Pizza.
Yeah,
They have like a corner pizza, and I like deep dish, so that's probably my favorite around here.
okay. Nothing like those mom and pop pizza shops.
Yeah, they're the
Um,
best.
and finally, what is something people do not know about you, James? Or like an
Oh, something
interesting
that
fact people would never guess about you.
I'd probably say that I've been to over half the states in the country.
That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, because my family really like ingrained in our heads at an early age to travel the world and see different cultures or whatever. So every year we go travel, visit new states, and I've been to multiple, like Alaska, California, all of the East Coast states. So
Getting
a
the
lot
big
of people
ones,
don't know that.
getting the big
Yep.
ones out of the way first.
Yep.
All right. All right, James. Thanks so much for the time as always, and best of luck the rest of the year. And we'll have you on again
Yeah.
sometime.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.